Good evening, everyone. I'm Dan Bear Pig, and it's time for a late night edition of Minecraft Monday. We're here about to hop on to the first SMP, and I found a huge deep dark. I was looking between streams to see if I could find one with an ancient city because I still haven't looted an ancient city. And this one, I haven't seen an ancient city with my own eyes, but I bet we will today. It's huge, so the chances that there isn't one are slim. So at least that's in my experience in testing this on my family server to make sure that they do show up. If you got a big deep dark, chances are you've got at least one city. So maybe we'll even see more than one. Who knows? I don't. So let's get rid of the starting soon screen. And let's hop into multiplayer and the first SMP. And I think Burke is online. He's been AFK all day. Yep, Burke indeed. And first off, let's take a look around the base here. I haven't moved any of those. Those shriekers, I'm not sure I'm going to move them until I have to. They're too funny. Thank you, Bowser and Twiglet, for those. They've been amusing me quite a bit. So yeah, let's take a look at the map real quick. These beacons that we put the markers down for last time, I think I'm gonna adjust it just a little bit. I can actually increase the radius of this without losing any coverage because of where these are and how they overlap. Because these are cubes, or squares rather, around the beacon, 50 block squares. And I'm wondering if I shouldn't shift it down and then do the circle around here like that. I think that might look better. That'll put this one smack dab in the middle of my volcano though. So I haven't decided yet, but I am leaning towards that for sure. But if we go here to the north, past Kit and Shipwrecks, or Burke and Shipwrecks Industrial District, here. Okay, so here is our mining mesa and desert. And this was our kicking off point last time. Went on this big search for a deep dark, and this is where we found it. Well, I found it, and then this is what we streamed, was this right here. Fantasy Animal Vegan, welcome. Don't do it, he says, don't do it. I'm gonna do it. So, I don't know if there is or isn't an ancient city here, but it looks like it's a small deep dark, and I wasn't able to find one. So, started off again right about here, because I think from spawn, which is here, about this much is what was pre-gened. So in theory, anything up here, I might be able to find new chunks, but also other people have been searching around here, not necessarily for the deep dark, but before the update, so no guarantee that I'll find new chunks. But I don't think anyone else had been much farther north than the mining area. So I kicked off this way to see if I could find anything a little bit closer, maybe a little bit bigger. And I did. So flying up this way, found this plateau. There's some deep dark beneath it, but it's nothing special. But up here, this mountain has a gigantic deep dark below it. And there are... this is an entrance. This is a spectacular, really cool entrance that I flew into. And it's huge, cavernous, it keeps going. I haven't explored a ton of it, but I came out right here, I think. Yeah, right here. There's a bunch of stuff up here too. But yeah, this is a mountain, and it is full of holes. So this is definitely a Swiss cheese mountain. But yeah, I think this right here, those pixels there are an overhang. There's a cave, and I flew in down here, over here, and flew out over here. So that's kind of awesome. But yeah, very cool mountain, huge deep dark. We're gonna go back up there, but first we need to prepare. But while we're here, let's take a look at what I have done since we were working on this last. A couple streams ago, I was working on the animal farms over here, the livestock. And I've been continuing to work on this design, and I got myself some frog lights, and look how cool they are. This is fluorescent lighting in Minecraft. I mean, you can't turn it on and off. I could do, you know, block swappers, but there's not a lot of room in there. I could, but I've got the actual farm up there. We were talking about capturing a Vindicator, and I caught one, but didn't bring it here. I'm going to need to catch another one. I'm going to put a Vindicator in here, and the Vindicator is going to do all the slaughtering of the animals. Yeah, here's the way in and out, if needed. I'm going to need a better access to the maintenance area down here. But yep, been working on it. I tried the yellow ones first, the ochre ones, and I like the green ones better for this purpose. But yeah, I've been farming up some beef manually in here because I was out of it. Found my LA, the one that was abducted by Bowser and Twiglet. They named him. Come back up. Heavenly. So I don't know what the joke is, but they were naming everything here a variation of Kevin. So we'll look at some of that. But yeah, I've been working on this is basic etho hopper clock, and I was trying to work out a way to click a button and have it go through one cycle and stop, and then not have to do any work to reset it. Just click the button and it would go through another cycle. And I feel like I'm very close to cracking that on my own, beyond, you know, not having designed this etho hopper clock. But quasi-connectivity right now is getting the better of me, so gonna be experimenting more with that, because here's what I want to do. Let's get some wheat. I'll just do this thing. Yep. Streaker over there too. Oh yeah, I've got tons of tadpoles. Was working on those frog lights, so yep, been using these guys to breed up tadpoles and then taking them to different biomes to capture frogs from there. But let's just do this and go up here, and I'll show you what we've got. So I can toggle the water on and off. Let's toggle it off for the moment and feed the cows. Oh. Put that in the offhand. It'll get a little bit of repair, just a bit. And let's see. There we go. That should do. So let's turn the water back on. That cow death hole excites me, says Fantasy Animal King. Oh, you have no idea. Alright, so I turn this on. They don't die up here. This... Oh, let's get rid of that, because they're fighting the current. And it takes a little bit, but this washes away the babies. All the veal. And for now, I can observe right here. Yep, there they go. And they fight the current. They're trying to get back to their parents. More are going to come through. But yeah, they fall down there, and I've got some adult ones there. So the idea is that I do that, and I want to come down here and set a 20-minute timer, and I want to use redstone. I know I can just look at the clock, but I want to be able to push a button, and 20 minutes later, the redstone activates. For now, it's going to be manual, and 20 minutes is important because that's how long it takes for a cow to grow to an adult. And I don't want baby cows making it in here once the Vindicator is here, because that's useless. They don't drop anything because, sadly, Minecraft doesn't have veal. And, I mean, say what you will about the fireflies. Say what you will about how frustrating it is to, you know, have phantoms or creepers, or how tough it is to work with villagers. How we don't have vertical slabs. All of that stuff. The real tragedy is that there's no veal in Minecraft. And that's a fact. You can't dispute that. So for now, I would ideally wait 20 minutes. Doesn't matter right now because there's no Vindicator here. And then I flip this lever. Listen. Oh, we didn't hear it, but it opened the door. Those are the adult ones from the last batch. And then here come the babies from this batch. And in here we'll be waiting a pillager, or not a pillager, a Vindicator to just, you know, chop off their heads. And then all I do is collect the stuff down here, so. It's objectively not as good as just, you know, killing him with a looting sword, but it's way cooler. It's way funnier. And then, so this lets me know that the door is open, and so I don't want to go breeding them while the door is open, or babies will just wash in here. So I close the door, and that time I heard it. But yeah, very simple redstone. It's just an observer line, and it splits, and then it pushes pistons from the top and the bottom that block it right there. So, floodgate, literal floodgate, but it's a floodgate for a flood of beef. So yeah, that's a thing. And there's going to be a duplication of this here for pigs, for various livestock, and I'm going to need to do something different for the sheep for wool. Very cool. It says Fantasy Animal Being. Thank you. I think so. But yeah, I also had some serious inspiration a couple nights ago. So my wife and I finally watched the latest James Bond movie, No Time to Die. It was all right. We very much enjoyed it. It's not by any means a great movie, but it was a whole lot of fun. Casino Royale was better. Skyfall was definitely the best of the Daniel Craig ones, but it was a good send-off. And it had a lot of throwbacks. Is that a new one? I think that's a new one. We're going to go set him off in a minute. My door is still broken. I tried to fix it. I failed. I'm going to have to keep trying. What was I talking about? Right. It had a lot of throwbacks to early James Bond, mostly on Her Majesty's Secret Service and Dr. No. And Dr. No, the first one, had a fantastic villain lair. This one is mostly inspired by You Only Live Twice, Blofeld's lair, his volcano lair there. But the tunnels in the villain lair in No Time to Die got me super inspired. So I redesigned this. Like, this is bland, and I didn't have the idea fully formed yet, but now I do. I've got this here, and let's turn off shaders, turn on rendering from Mini HUD, which isn't officially ported yet, but I have an unofficial port. And yeah, so I've got a cylindrical tunnel going here, and I can move this this guide and put it over that way. So we're going to have these big pipes going through in all the cardinal directions, intersected by other ones. So this is the breakthrough that I've been waiting for figuring out the look of my base. So in theory, that means that work should proceed a lot quicker now. Turn back shaders. And once again, fluorescent lights. This time using the ochre ones. And yeah, I've got just this harsh fluorescent light to work under, and it definitely is enough to keep this illuminated. But this is the feel that I want. This is so cool. So all of these are going to be that style. And I've been toying with the idea of maybe doing basalt instead of the andesite, but I think we're going to stick with the andesite, partly because I've already done this one and I don't want to redo it. That looks good, says Fantasy. Thank you. Yeah, but that's very cool. So yeah, this is definitely going to get moved. Was always temporary. We're going to have the quarters for the minions, the henchmen, rather, over here. So those are going to be expanded, and then there's going to be places for them to work over here. And for me to work as well. But they're going to be pretty much free range. And so since they're going to be free range, I decided it's finally time to put a safety rail up here. 6H20. Hello, Dan. It's Satan. In a name change for 2 months till I come up with a name without the underscore I hated. Oh. Oh. So do we not get to call you Satan anymore? Because that was always fun to say. Welcome, Satan, and our good friend Satan, and Satan, friend of the channel, friend of the community. And still call me Satan. Okay. Yes. Welcome, Satan. Good to see you here. We're just going over the inspiration I got from the latest James Bond film, and then we might have a new skeleton trap up there, which is very exciting. I love those things. So yeah, nothing else up here has changed. Those are the two changes. The nearly complete cow farm over there, and the design breakthrough right here. My name will be Satan in one form. Your final form. Very cool. All right. Well, I'm excited about that. And yeah, welcome. Good to have you here. Let's, before we prep to go attack the deep dark, let's go see if this is indeed brand new skeleton trap. I think it is. Yeah, look, there's my old one that I captured. And this guy is just wandering loose. No? No? Did someone else fight one up here? Maybe. Oh, hi. How did you get up here? Alright, time to find where things are not lit up. Satan says, also in a hard lurk mode for 2 months until I find a new job. Good luck with that. I wish I could help you more with that. That is no good. One right here. Interesting. Let's put that there for now. I wonder if that broke while I was trying to fix this. I think what happened was that when Bowser and Twiglet were pranking me, and Shipwreck too, I think they used the buttons properly, and I don't think this is very well protected against chunk unloading. So my suspicion is that they exited the right way, the way they're supposed to, and went immediately through the portal. And so when I came back from fighting the Withers, the one half of this had closed and the other half had not. And so it broke the thing. So that's too bad. But I've almost fixed it twice, but derped both times. So, and now he's down there. All right. Hi, friend. Hi, other friends. All right, let's prep. Let's prep for the ancient city. We're going to attempt to do this quote-unquote right. Fought it last time. This time we're going to sneak and hopefully, and likely, I think, find an ancient city. That's what we're going for. That is the goal. Okay, so let's see. I don't need the wheat. Let's put that back. Ow. I need to get used to the safety railing. It's a hazard. I'm also waiting for the music control mod to be updated because Infinite Music is apparently broken. It's clearly not playing music infinitely, if you didn't notice. So, yeah, that's a thing. Let's put this here. That can be swapped back. We're going to make a quick stop at the Ender and make sure that that is ready to go. And let's see. Yep, 6 stacks of steak beyond what I already have in my inventory. We've got totems, a whole shulker box of the Ember Pig totems plus these 4. Let's go ahead and open that up and put these right here in the inventory. Free up a slot in the ender chest here. We need the flight duration 1 fireworks in there. Like that, in there. Let's see, what else have we got? TNT, we won't be needing that. Okay, yeah, we got more, we got our ammunition for our firework, our rocket launchers. Our party in a box, that will be important if someone redeems the jukebox song request. And yeah, this was from when I was feeding the frogs, and that's fine. We can leave that there. What else do we need? We need a bed. Most important thing, because I want to be able to set my spawn right where we're going. And don't I have a blue one somewhere? Thought I had a blue one. Oh, it's okay. I can make a new one. Oop. Wood. I think this works. I don't think I've ever done it this way. Yep. That's amazing. All right, give me just a second. I'm going to hit the cough button real quick. And of course, my my allergies are kicking up right as I start. There we go. Sorry about that, but the alternative was blowing my nose in your ears, and nobody wants that. So, okay, we're gonna want. We have a stack of torches. In here we've got a stack of birch logs, and that's nice. But let's get some charcoal, maybe. Pretty sure I've got extra charcoal. Again, maybe I don't. Yeah, I think I was putting some in here, and yeah, if I had extra charcoal, this would be full. So let's go ahead and is there somewhere with a full stack? Yep, there we go. Let's grab a full stack and pop it in here. So with that, I can make all the torches I could ever want. Plus, there's another stack there. Arrows. We're going to use crossbow with arrows this time. That'll do. And should we take wool? That's the question. Here we go. There we go. Let's put 2 stacks right there in the old inventory. And we definitely want to take an ender chest with us. Boom. All right. All right, so to double check, we have totems, we have extra totems, all the heads, fireworks and rockets, just in case we want those, or fireworks and rocket launchers, rather, snacks, extra tool, a couple extra tools in case we want to gather some skulk, rocket propellant. Yeah, I think we are ready to go. And a bed. Most important thing of all, a bed. Wool. Let's grab an entire shulker of wool at at the community wool farm. Let's do that on the way to the Ender. And let's take this one here. Boop. And while we're there, I haven't taken a look at the shopping district in a little bit, so let's also see, maybe there is, I know there's a froglight farm on the roof of the Nether. I got my froglights myself, but, yeah, I think that here, in fact, let's go look at it. Nice and close to me, but I'm pretty sure this is a froglight farm. Maybe there's an iron golem. I think the killing is down here. Yeah, there are frogs. So definitely a froglight farm. So I know froglights exist here. The question is someone selling them already? And if anyone is, maybe it's Nia. I don't know if that's her froglight farm or not, but I know that she was making a shop that would sell swamp stuff. Just haven't been there. Look at that. I didn't even take damage. Haha. So, yeah, let's do both of those things. Let's take a look at the shopping district, see if we can get some froglights. And let's grab a shulker box full of wool to take with us to the Deep Dark. And we don't have a shipwreck here, so I'm going to go ahead and boozinate myself. I already need it for my voice. I already need something in my throat. Some sort of a liquid. So let's do the Lagunitas Super Cluster Double IPA. There we go. Oh, we got some rain. Excellent. All right, so first things first, there's a big old slime block up there. Was that it? This is Nia's... No. McTwig's Traveling Prismacart. This is Twiglets. Oh, yeah, this is his Prismarine shop. Never been in here. Hey, there's a little miniature Twiglet. That's amazing, and he's got a little pet guardian. That's so cool. Twiglet. I've never been in here before. This is amazing. I need a selfie with you, man. Let's see. I'm gonna take off all my clothes off. And get everything out of my hand. And, double F5, here we go. Selfie. Yay. Is that Nia? No, I mean, not Nia, Lena looking out the window. That's so cool. This is great. All right, let's put back on all my clothes back on. I'll leave that there for now. Drinking all the clothes for us, says Fantasy Animal Vegan. Hey, hey, I'm sober enough for proper consent. We'll put it that way. Let's see. And I really should know my way around here better, but I'm hardly ever here. Well, let's see. Okay, here's Nia's shop that burned down, unfortunately, and there's... Is this guy supposed to be here? Or is that just a coincidence? I mean, the boat is suspicious, so... Oh! Fire tick is off now, so... But yeah, we got, thunder. Okay, there's a potion shop. I think that's Nia's as well. That's been there a while, though. What is this? Turtle Time by Turtle Boy. I forget who Turtle Boy is. Is that Helium? It might be Helium. Jimmy's Wood Tree. Jewel of the Sea. 1 diamond block per box. That's not a diamond block. Did someone underpay for something? Or is a 1 diamond block for this box with 1 diamond in it? That would be amazing. I hope that's what it is. I hope that's... Oh, that would be amazing. Alright. Maybe she said it was coming soon. I'm not sure that it's actually open yet if there's a swamp shop. Thought there was a picture and everything. Let's see what's up here. I haven't been here. Got the slime. Diamond per stack. That's not bad, actually. Okay, well... I'm not seeing it. Burke's Bargain Book Bin. I love some good alliteration. So let's see. Where is... Wool Shop? I think this is the entrance right here. No. Yes. Yes, it is. Black dye, 2 diamonds per stack, 3 diamonds per stack. I think that's new. I haven't seen that before. Diamond per stack of 8 blocks of gold. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's updated. But this here is the community wool farm. The catch is that most of the wool kind of smells like poop because it's been in a box with poop in it. And, Mr. Fantasy Animal Vegan, sir, I don't know if you were here and saw any of that shenanigans, but, on the 1st of April, for some reason, there was a whole bunch of poop that was coming out of the butts of all the livestock all over the server. And we still haven't gotten the smell out. Yeah, look at this. Poop. Just so much poop. What color do I want? Let's go... We go lime. Yeah, there's poop in that box. Look at that. There's 6 stacks of poop in there, and they don't even poop anymore. I fixed it. I fixed it live on stream. Only Kit's cows still poop. Because they're celiac, but he still feeds them wheat. I'm gonna use those I'm glad that's the reaction. Oh man. All right, let's get out of here. So I'm gonna have to ask if ask whose Froglight farm that is, and if they're selling. Because my my Froglight farm is hilarious. I have a portal that is conveniently located there where I can breed up frogs in a temperate and a cold biome, but not a warm biome yet. And then they go into a basalt delta. It's right over a basalt delta in the nether. And I just flattened an area out and put a wall high enough that they can't jump over it. A couple of them jumped over my 4-block high wall, so now it's 6 or 8 blocks high. But it's pretty good. Hey! Hey! Slash kill. And I literally just let them spawn and kill them myself until they're small, so the magma cubes. It's pretty janky, and it's not very quick. So, yeah, until I've got something better, I'm willing to buy them. Alright, we need to go to the Ender. There's the mushroom over there. Get out of the rain. It's getting pretty damp. Here we go. North. Yep. Here we go. Let's just real quick repair Elytra and tools. They're not doing too badly, but I want to go in this with fresh stuff that I will likely lose. There's the garbage tunnel to the landfill. Maybe we can fill it with skulk. My biggest contribution is nether wart blocks. Alright. I love how this has been unfinished like this since the start of the server. It's been that way for months. Chomp chomp. Alright, let's set our respawn here. And it's night. Well, no, it's thundering, that's why. And I guess it's night, too. Yeah, it is night. There we go. And off to the best-looking Ender in Minecraft. Joint project between myself and Kabowser. Yeah, I still don't have the resource pack installed for quieter Endermen, so I think I still have my style mob sounds way down. That might be an issue. I might have to turn that back up after this. Don't let me forget. Yeah, I wore this pick down to about a third working on that tunnel. And that's mostly from putting something up, deciding, nah, something else. And taking it down and trying something else. I did that about 3 times. Alright. And I think that has mending too. Yeah, good. Good. That'll do it. Let's open the hatch. Love how there's all the particles and then they go away. And, yep, some stuff fell down there, but it'll go away. There we go. Always clean up after yourself at an Ender. What is this, FirstCraft? No. We clean up after ourselves. Boop. Speaking of FirstCraft, Etho is back. I watched his episode 1 today. And it was a ride. That was very funny. Alright, so we need to go now to the mining desert, which is through this same north tunnel. Just more north than this. Here we go. Oh, you watched it too, then. Yes. I've never seen anyone that excited about opening a loot chest and it being full of just torches. You're like, oh man, well, okay. Your magma cube. There's the bend. Now, if I went here, that's the tunnel that went all the way up to where we did this last time. And that's, we could go there from there, but it's not that far from over here, so... Up to the overworld we go. Alright. Let's look at the map. So yeah, here is the little mining base. At some point maybe I should make that a little mining town or something. But yeah, up here. So yeah, went just the other way, went northwest last time, went northeast this time, found that mountain, and that's our destination. So right like that. All right, let's fly. Let's get some altitude and then glide. And fingers crossed there really is an ancient city here. Like I said, it's very likely this is a huge deep dark. So, in my experience looking around on my family server in admin mode, one of the pitfalls of being an admin is that you don't get to be surprised by as much. But yeah, wherever there was a giant deep dark, it was full of cities. Like, they'd be like 64, 128 blocks away from each other. Right? Suspendable Beacon? Yeah. I hopped onto the server you're working on briefly today, finally. And it's looking pretty cool. Looking really nice. The trees are cool. Especially when you get enough distance to get the right perspective on them, so they're all in frame. Yeah, I was looking at them with and without shaders, and it was good stuff. It's not a style of tree that I've nailed down for sure. Best I've done is a giant Christmas tree. Okay. Completed adventuring time? Lukewarm Ocean was the last thing? Really? Okay, I need to put this in the Discord. It's tradition. Let's see. FirstCraft, the first channel. Earlier, yesterday morning, I got the, yeah, someone has been here before, so I didn't think I would find anything, so, I kept going, but yeah. Yesterday I got the one for playing for an entire year. We have Blazing Cave installed. I think it's kind of fun, but it's also really finicky and really spammy. There's a shipwreck. What shaders do you use? They look beautiful. This is complimentary version 4.4. There's one more version out, 4.5. And they also recently came out with the one called Complimentary Reimagined. And I've been trying that one out too. And there are some things I like about it and some things that I don't. The lighting underground I think is better. But the water, I like this water and I like these clouds. There's the mountain, and I love this canyon. I love these deep carved canyons. But I think that's it right there. That is, yep, that is the entrance that I found. All right, let's do this. Let's fly in. I'm going to do a replay mod event marker here. And here we go into the big scary hole. Too fast. Way too fast. And there it is. Look at all that skulk. Ah! Oh, we've already shrieked. That's not good. Warden approaches. I need the darkness to go away. Hey. This is bad. I'm off to a real bad start here. Let's find somewhere safer. I'm blind. It was nice knowing you. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, I think I'm far enough away from the things. That's 2 shrieks already. I didn't want 2 shrieks already. That's 2 more shrieks than I was wanting already. Okay. It's nice that even though I've got the minimum brightness set pretty high for the sake of streaming, that the darkness effect really is still very dark. So, should I make my base up here? I think maybe I should, at least for now. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, we came in here and flew over here, and the exit is right down there. The exit that I found. So, but we are at Y31, so we need to be at Y negative 50s for an ancient city. Oh, I'm flustered. I can't even. Okay, I gotta boozinate. Let's boozinate before we go down there. Fantasy Animal Vegan. Redeem boozinate for 82 carbon credits. Here we go. I just boozinated for me, and now I'll boozinate for you. Thank you, sir. Woo. And we got a guy. He didn't drop his head. Boo. All right. What can we see? Wait. That's Ancient City, isn't it? Oh. I didn't come this way before, and I don't know which way I came actually because I was blind, but I think that's it right there. So yes, we should definitely set our base up here or somewhere that is far enough away from skulk sensors and skulk shriekers. Okay, good. Those do render. Eureka! Says the Animal Vegan. Yeah, that is, I'm 98% sure. Yeah, there's gray wool there. Yep, okay. Here we go. Let's go to where this guy is. I don't think we're close to anything deadly here, and let's cut a little alcove right there. Yeah, nothing was set off. That's good. And if we only have it 2 blocks high, the Warden can't come in here. We definitely want to be able to get 20 blocks away so that he also can't do his little sonic boom sort of a deal. So yeah, let's cut this into the stone. For a second I thought I heard a distant beacon, but no, it was the music starting up. It's not ominous enough music. Let's put some torches down. Okay. I also want to take a little peek. Can't see it from up here. But it was down there. It's like right around there, I think. Okay. Just slowly dig through this deep slate here. We're gonna take our time. We might need an LA army to pick up your body in a bit. Oh no. Oh man. Oh, I did some science on the LA because I had a rather gruesome plan for them, and sadly it doesn't work. So morbid plan. That's the word I was looking for. Morbid. So they can pick up mob heads, but unfortunately, even though if you have, for example, a couple of different enchanted books and they have different enchantments, the ally will not distinguish between them. It'll just go get enchanted books. It's not the same for textures on a player head. So if I've got, for example, that cow farm, if I had a pig farm next to it, and there happened to be some heads in there, and I sent an ally in, it would not be able to distinguish between the two heads. So basically the test I did, I had different textured player heads. I handed the ally one, dropped another one on the ground. It went to it, but it couldn't pick it up. So that was strange. Like, it recognized, okay, I have a player head. There's a player head. I'm going to go to it. But then it couldn't pick it up. Very strange. So I wonder if that's unintentional. Maybe I'll file a bug report? I don't know. Okay. Most important thing. Respawn point set. Because the chances that I'm going to die are rather high. Like, very high. But yeah, I wanted... I wanted to send the LA to to gather heads for me. But no, unless you tell it which head specifically, it's not gonna work. Alright, let's grab some of this, just in case we want to use it. Clear the inventory a bit. Alright. Totem in the offhand. We've got just over a stack of steak. Okay. Let's just count this off. If I'm standing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, so... I'm going to cut just a little bit farther in, just in case. I'm going to double check the light levels. Because I want to be able to be out of the range of the shriek attack. And yeah, we need a torch right here. There we go. Cool. All right. Here we go. And I already have 2 of those little warnings. All right, what have we got? Those are catalysts. There's a shrieker right there. Shrieker. All right. So I'm not sure if this works or not. I watched a few people do this, but I can't remember specifically what was found. Partly because I'm usually multitasking while I watch. But if I place wool around a shrieker, I know I can shield it from signals. But does that itself send a signal? I think it does. Look, that thing... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think there are about 13 that can alert that one shrieker. And there's another shrieker there. Ah, geez. This is going to be impossible, isn't it? There's going to be a warden. There's just... Yep, there's the city right there. Oh, these look so cool. There's going to be a warden. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this without summoning the warden. But to the west. All right. To the north and the west. I am not above flying away this time. So we've proven our point. I've fought the warden in hand-to-hand combat and won. I fought it with a rocket launcher and I've won. I only died 36 times. Let's see. Hold on. There we go. I'm one of only 2 people who have died to the warden, and I died 36 times, killing 2 of them. So we're going to put that up there. Okay, there's loot right there. And a shrieker in range. Ah. Okay. I need a safe way down. Okay, I'm still far enough away that that didn't alert anybody, so... Quiet. Diamonds. If I didn't know better, I'd say that was Someone made that. What about slow falling and place wool as you go down? That's an interesting one. I don't have a potion set up yet. That's definitely going to be one of the workstations in my base, is a brewing area. Okay, that bat's setting those things off. Did you see that? Jeez. But that might work as long as the wool placement doesn't send a signal, and I think it does. Okay, nothing snitched on me. There we go. 3 diamond blocks. I'm rich. All right, we're sneaking. Greed kills. Well, you're not technically wrong. All right, first things first. Selfie time. Quiet selfie. Take off all my clothes off. Which means that when I put them on, oh no, I'm right by it. When I put these back on, I'm gonna have a, it's gonna send a signal. All right. Oh, eerie noise. Okay, we got a shrieker, and we got that sensor. Let's just, you know, back away. Okay, there's Skulk that can hear me, but it's not by a shrieker. All right. I gotta say, though, Mojang, GG on crafting a really intense experience here. I'm gonna need a glass of warm milk before now. I'm so nervous for you. Is this fantasy animal vegan? Okay, well, let's see. If I go, let's see, north and then to the west. Is it up there? Or is it up there? Well, there are places I can go, but I think up there is my my little alcove. I think it's up there. That's really cool though. Look at that. That's I'm still and I knew this would happen. I'm never going to stop saying, "Wow, the new terrain generation. It's so great." Because it is, and they deserve the praise for it. All right, is there an advancement for going into an ancient city? Because, yep, Fallen Kingdom. Here we go. I'm not first, though. Yeah. Look, there are just so many. I think it's been long enough that one of the warnings has probably worn off by now. Okay, but what the heck? Come on, man. All right, here we go. Experiment. Okay. Yeah, it says block placed in the subtitles, so this is making a sound, but it didn't alert anything. Okay. Might be safe from this shrieker. Let's go open that chest. Phew, phew indeed. So a friend of mine, let's see, Boss plays Minecraft. He was on Autocraft. He's moved to Zetacraft with another friend of mine, Alex MC. And his first episode of Zetacraft, he came down into one of these and was using the logic of, okay, opening and closing a chest, that makes a noise, but what if I just break it? So the logic of, okay, yeah, if opening and closing it is noisy, surely smashing it into bits with an axe won't be. All right, here we go. Nothing. Okay, good. Quick charge 2. I was hoping that would be swift sneak. Dang it. Compass. All right, but that didn't make any noise, so let's go ahead. We got 2 echo shards here and some books, some glowberries, amethyst shards. Very nice. Let's go ahead and break the chest so that I know it is looted. Oh. Yeah, geode. Because I picked up an amethyst shard. Okay. That triggered a sensor, but it didn't trigger a shrieker, so I'm okay. But that is officially my first loot from an end city. Hopefully there's more, because I want more of the stuff. I want to find those disc fragments. I want to find more of the echo shards so I can make a death compass. A recovery compass, rather. I think death compass is what it's called in the... can't even remember the name of the mod pack I haven't played in forever. Stuff take ages. Oh. You absolute butt. I'm gonna add a stream marker there because that's gonna need me to come back and make a clip. You got me hard. I know intellectually that creepers are not going to spawn in here. I mean, there is a chance for them to spawn out of here and then come in here, but oh my gosh. I jumped hard. Best jump scare of my life. GG. That's the most intense jump scare that has ever happened in one of my streams. You did it. You got me. Oh, creepy music playing. Of course, there's creepy music playing. Okay. Let's see if we can neutralize this one. Okay. That's promising. Alright, I think that will include all the sounds that could go to that thing. And here, because I'm on high alert and my adrenaline is really high after that jump scare, I thought there was a skeleton there. Nope, just a skull. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I'm gonna need some assistance recovering from that. The music is horrifying, I know. It's so good. Alright. Okay, so placing wool does not seem to trigger anything, so that's good to know. I love the Minecraft soundtrack. I love video game soundtracks in general. It's an underappreciated genre, in my opinion. Portal 2 has the best soundtrack, in my opinion. Also, Banner Saga, a game I own but have never played, but I love the music. I bought it because of the music. Risk of Rain, especially Risk of Rain 2, has a fantastic soundtrack. Fantasy Animal Vegan says, do you think there will be a new speedrunning strategy to come and get wool from ancient cities right after spawning to make beds? That's an interesting one. Now, I'm no speedrunner, so take this with quite an entire block of salt. But it seems to me that unless you spawn right where you can already see an ancient city, that's going to take longer than it would be worth for a speedrunner. That's my impression from watching speedrunners. And I'm overdoing it here. I'm not being block efficient. I'd rather overdo it than risk it. Alright, but if I can do this without summoning a warden, and especially without dying to a warden, I can really rub it in Kaylee's face. She is convinced that this won't work and I will die. And I think I can just walk on the wool. We'll find out. Another shrieker. Jeez, they're all over. Alright. I really would like more chests. They're the candles. Those are cool. Oh, Oh, and we got redstone contraptions. Okay. Let's go catalyst. I feel like actually being quiet will help, even though it won't. There's a shrieker right up here. And that's a problem, or is it? Let's find out if only diagonals is enough. Alright, if I break this, are there other shriekers close enough? Alright, we'll find out. I'm sure that one of them at least has worn off, so I might even be down to a 0 score for how alarmed the Warden is. Okay, that didn't alert it. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Oh, look at that. There's the big, weird, unused portal thing. I hope that there are plans for that. Cool plans for that. I'm so glad you're doing all this Minecraft science so I don't have to. You're very welcome, Fantasy Animal Vegan. That's what I'm here for. I live to serve. Science isn't about why. It's about why not. Oh, I hope that's not the only loot chest here. Surely there's more. About up there. Let's go up to the portal thing. The big screen TV. So I've got an idea for a minigame involving the Warden, and I think modifying an ancient city to be the arena for it is a good idea. That's a chest right there. I think I saw something on Cupvan's video that there's hidden rooms under the portal, but it has some crazy redstone lock. Interesting. I wonder if I can figure out the redstone lock without just breaking in. But yeah, my idea involves basically having two teams playing tag with the Warden. So you've got a Warden in there, and two teams with name tags trying to put their team's name on the Warden, and keeping the other team away from the Warden while they try to get their team's name on the Warden. And then you'll need a command block keeping track of how long the Warden has what name. And of course, the whole time, also, the Warden will be trying to kill you. So... Yeah, but a modified ancient city as kind of an arena with seating, a stadium, I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, there's a shrieker right up there. Let's see. Let's see if I can pillar up without alerting that shrieker. There's definitely a chest up there. And I know it's not one I've looted because I broke that one. Can you summon more than one Warden? Only one per shrieker. So yes, as far as I understand from watching some videos and from experiences of others here on this server, if you are alerting more than one shrieker that are far enough away from the spawn check for the Warden, I think you can. That's going to alert this thing. So let's neutralize this shrieker. Boo. Let's see. Yeah, there's a shriek. Warden approaches. Okay. All right, we got the darkness effect. Let's let that. Let's wait that out for a minute. Oh, brutal. Okay. I hear one of my kids coughing on the baby monitor. Hopefully they are good and sleep, because I would like to keep streaming. But I'm at their mercy since my wife is on a work trip in California. Okay, we got 3 fragments. A diamond hoe, very nice. I'll take that. Regeneration, some coal. Name tag. So now I'm running out of space. Power 3. Boo! Oh, come on. I want something better than that. All right, I'm gonna... It's a good thing I disabled that. If you surround the chest, in the little wool room with you inside the room, does the shrieker hear you open and break the chest? I bet it doesn't, because that does occlude it. But I would like to completely neutralize the shrieker if I can. So yeah, we're not near a shrieker now, or one would have shruck. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to clear some inventory in a little bit. All right, that's one that I've neutralized. We got blue wool over here. Ah, look at that. There's a chest. Let's go to it. Do I dare glide? I'm gonna pillar back down. Enjoy the screaming goat, Fantasy Animal Vegan. Thank you for the subscription. Good to have you here. Okay. This way. Here we go. I'm still so nervous. There's stairs that go up. Where was that chest? Was it over there? Look at that. There's a bat flying around. That's actually really cool. That's fun to watch. Even if it does make me super nervous right now. Shut up, bat. You're going to get us killed. I don't think they can actually summon it, but that would be very funny if they could. All right, it's right by a sensor. Of course it is. Shriekers? No? Okay. I think we might be safe here. Let's actually swap this for our new hoe. Okay, good. No shriekers. Famous last words, yes. Oh, for reals. All right. Cat, I've already got. Look at this, more diamond hose. That's awesome. Nothing good. Nothing at all good. You better have a drink first. Oh, whoa. Have the boozinate. Whoop. Here we go. Ooh. Wait, those are the sounds for the camera. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, it hurt it. It was the bat, but that timing. Shut up, bat. Shut up. Dude, shut up. You're gonna get us killed. Dude, Ugh. That bat. All right. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. I don't have a lot of the disc fragments yet. Where did the big portal thing go? I love how everyone just is assuming it's a portal. What if it isn't? We don't know what that thing is. There it is. Yeah, mostly I just want to break that chest so that I don't see it again later and be all excited and stuff. The silence is so creepy. The soul lanterns look so good in here. Look both ways before you cross the street. Shrieker. Look at that. There's two shriekers together here. Why? Why? Fantasy Animal Vegan says, how funny would it be if you turned a corner and one of your other server mates was there? I'd scream. Yep. It would get me. It really would. And that's the sort of thing that any of us would do also. So, oh man. Okay. This is problematical. I don't like it. Alright, you can't see me because I'm not face camming right now, but I'm totally ducking to see what that is. It's not helping. Spoiler alert. Okay, it's a catalyst. That's fine. Haven't been over there either. Wildy Coyote, welcome. Good to see you here. I'm trying to do it quote-unquote right this time. Haley is insistent that I can't even do this and that I will totally summon a Warden. I have set off a couple of Shriekers, but I think enough time has passed that I haven't alerted a Warden. So we haven't summoned one yet. But I haven't gotten a ton of loot either. I've looted 3 chests, and the good stuff I've found is these 2 Echo Shards and these 3 Disc Fragments. That's it. No Swift Sneak. Nothing else of interest. Okay, I hate that. There's a chest over there. And yeah, there's gotta be something cool under here. But yeah, here's the thing. The redstone trick is gonna have to do with sound and those the skulk sensors. So I'm gonna have to make sound to figure it out. Which, you know, breaking blocks would do anyway, so that's not really a big difference. But if I go back over here, yeah, there are the redstone lamps. I bet it has to do with those. And again, I'm leaning around the corner here. TNT! TNT! I have TNT. I have it in my ender chest. If I can find where I put my little alcove. I do have TNT, but you know, I can't. So, yeah, I think there are skulk sensors up there. And those turn on these lamps. I'm not gonna set those off right now. No. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me. Let's sneak back around to the other side. See if there's a safe place to dig down underneath this thing. pure soul can step into the fire and not die, finding the hidden entrance to untold riches. Well, my soul is quite impure, I gotta say. Confession time. I would totally eat unicorn meat. Oh, cool. I can jump across a 1 meter gap. Confession time, I probably would too. That's amazing. Alright. Let's replace the shovel with a hoe. Okay, there was... Look at that, I see redstone components. There was a skulk sensor, but not a shrieker. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. But the real question, is there loot? That's what I'm here for, is loot. And I don't see loot. I see a redstone contraption that I don't know what it does. There's a lectern? Interesting. Target block. Setting off skulk sensors, but I'm not hearing any shrieks, so... Put a book into the lectern. Yeah, I was thinking similarly. Does it have to be a signed, or a written book, is the question. I've never done anything else. Yeah. I can't. I don't have a book and quill. But it would totally at least turn this on. What's under here? Anything? No. All it would do is turn it on. I'm not sure that these have any more purpose than to teach basic redstone components. Dagnammit! Yeah. I think these are hints at how to use redstone. This is the most interesting one. We got a lot of power inversion going on here. A piston over here. Oh, it's a waterlogged one. You don't hear those. I forgot about that. If I am going to set off, or summon a warden, it's going to be here. It's a clock. Or is it? It stopped. Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, that was certainly interesting. That was a thing. MC Animal Vegan says this makes so much sense. The warden used to be a man trying to make a piston door and went mad from trying to figure it out and turned into the warden. Yes. The sound of the pistons that he couldn't stop from just constantly firing because he kept making accidental one-tick clocks made him just hate all sound. Plus, it smashed his eyes, so he's blind. It does. It makes all the sense. I like it. Okay. Where did we see that other chest? Because we spotted one. I think it was on the other side. Yeah, because here are the I think this was the only side that had these lamps. Yep, and I recognize that double shrieker. How could I not? Why do I play this game? It clearly hates me. Alright, so let's go back around here. This is a familiar path now. Right around. And I think over here somewhere we saw more loot. saw another chest. I think I came around here and then I saw it. Oh, music starting again. Uh-oh. We're in for creepy. Aha, there it is. At least that one wasn't near a shrieker. Okay, this looks pretty clear. There's a sensor there. There's a shrieker over there. Alright, we didn't set off anything. I keep waiting for Vecna to pop out. So I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, but I finally, it took several years, but my wife and I finally caught up on the first campaign of Critical Role. So when Vecna was the analog for the big bad this season of Stranger Things, I knew who he was. Oh man, that's about to come out. The last 2 episodes. I can't wait. Yeah, eventually. So they were in the middle of campaign 2 when we started, and we finished, and they had gotten several episodes into campaign 3. So that's how long it took us to catch up. We had this kind of plan of catching up and then listening live to the end of campaign 2. Nah, we've pretty much given up on that. Where is that chest? Is it above me? But so yeah, basically like car trips and stuff are our chance to catch up on those. But man, Matt Mercer is incredible. I feel like when I finally do end up playing Dungeons and Dragons, my expectations are probably going to be set way too high. Alright, there was a chest over here. I'm going to get some altitude, some elevation rather. See if I can spot it. There it is. When we start another game with the Craftwell crew, you'll have to play D&D with us. I will definitely keep that in mind. So I'm hoping that my first time playing it, I'll be playing with my wife. But we'll see, because I'm not sure when that's going to happen. We really want to, but I'm not sure when. Alright, we got an issue here. Okay, good. I can place all 4 directions. But I don't know, maybe she'll be able to do it. There's another one right there. I see it. Don't worry. Hopefully her new, the new school that she's going to be working at, we'll leave her with a lot more time. 2 chests. Oh, you're right. 2 chests. Okay. All right. Let's just make sure there are no more shriekers. This is worse than the Bastion remnants, because those ones sometimes I'll just real quick loot a chest and then run. Yeah, there's one right there. Shoot. But good job, Dad. Good job. But these, no, that's not an option. Alright, what about that? Will that prevent it from hearing this? Think I have enough? Well, nope. Warden advances. Alright, we're doing it. We're gonna make a little wool room. There we go. Dude, that startled me too. Oh my gosh. That's not even a Minecraft sound. Oh, why are you the worst? That was a shriek. Well, look at this. Swift Sneak 3. I've got it. Okay. Quick Charge 2 goes back in. Like a ninja. Got those. I got another one of those. Don't care about the amethyst shards or those things. Okay. Ah, shoot. I'm in trouble. Here it comes. The Warden. Alright, I'm blind. Totally blind. I can hear a Warden. Alright. But I got Swift Sneak, so that's a thing. Okay. North and a little bit west. Oh. One of my kids is crying. I'm going to monitor that and make sure that it doesn't escalate. There he is. Hi. Can't smell me over here. Oh. I'm terrified and my kids are upset about this. Okay, so it's on the south side of the ancient city that we need to go back for more loot. But hey, at least I got this thing. There's another Shrieker. If I fly over him, can he shoot me out of the air? I assume that if I am within the range of the sonic boom attack, after the animation and charge up period, I assume that that is the case. Some science will be necessary for that because that actually sounds really awesome. That sounds like some real like Top Gun stuff there. I hear that I should watch the new Top Gun, even though I am not particularly a fan of the first one. All right. I don't want to accidentally make a second one, or summon a second one. Where is my thing? And how long does it take for him to lose interest? That's the real question. I'm going to stand right here and take a drink. This is for you, Warden. His vision is based on movement. No, that's the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Ah, crap. I only have half a stack of these right now. Alright, let's sneak back towards him. Now that I've proven myself, I'm okay with cheesing him a bit. Not like super cheese, but a bit. Hey, there's a chest right here. I hadn't seen this one. Just cover up both of those things. And let's get a good look. Oh man, just knowing that he's probably not crawled back down into the ground yet, probably. But I don't know where he is exactly, is terrifying. And I've faced two of these guys now, so I know just... I know just how bad they are to fight. Oh my gosh. Stalk sensors, cool, cool. Swift Sneak 2, I'll take it. I don't need those, don't care about them. And that didn't set off anything, so... Projectile protection 4, don't care. I mean, these are cool, but I can farm those up later. Not so with Swift Sneak. Or these guys. Alright, let's empty the inventory a bit. Okay. There we go. There's a second chest. Right here or where I was where I summoned the Warden? Because I know there's one there. Ah, dang it. Got some garbage. Oh, right now. Oh, is there? I missed it. Didn't see it. Oh, yes. Thank you. Okay, this is very much the same setup as the one where I accidentally summoned the Warden. Okay, there's nothing here, so I think we're good. Look at that, a bunch of Skulk, Lure, Swift Sneak 1, I'll take it. A Disc Fragment, I'll take it. There weren't any Disc Fragments that I left sitting here, are there? No, okay. Good, good, good. Alright, let's get on the other side of this and break this one too so that I don't get pricked by it later. That can all just despawn. There's a Shrieker. South is where the Warden was. Okay. This is reminding me of playing Alien Isolation. That game is a beautiful piece of art. And there was one time where I realized that I had been hiding under a desk in a room for 20 minutes. Hadn't moved at all in game. And also I wasn't bored. I was just hoping that the alien would go away so I could leave. Oh, man. All right. I'm listening closely for the Warden. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put headphones on both of my ears, even though that makes my voice resonate oddly in my ears, and it's hard for me to talk properly that way. But I need to be able to hear this with proper spatial awareness and everything. I think that's where we were. And I don't hear a Warden. Did he leave? He might have left. I'm hoping, but without having had confirmation of that, it means I'm paranoid. And not without good reason. Yeah, we're facing south, and we were as far south, I think, as we could go when we accidentally summoned the guy. Yep. Yep, that's the one right there. And then there's this. So let's look around for the Warden. I don't want to alert a live Warden. And that guy. You are a problem for me. What do I do about him? Look at this. What the heck? Let's see. Fantasy Animal Vegan says, I vaguely remember hearing it's a 60-second timer with no sound and it goes away but no promises. Yeah, that sounds about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, I think 13. I think these ones also alerted it, but that's a lot of things that alerted that thing. Oh my gosh. Everything is the worst. Yeah, because the sound will travel through these blocks, too. And I still have the maximum Warden anger level. let's see if we can get down there. It doesn't let me through. Dang it! Yep. There he is. Nope, I'm out of here. I'm going. Oh, dang it. He was right there. He was right there. He was right there. Oh my god. He was right there. It came from inside the city. Alright. There's the chest. He's right over there. I want to watch him leave so that I know. It's the same panic as trying to sneak into the kitchen to get a snack when you're a kid and your parents are watching TV. Yes. It's... Except I'm pretty sure in hindsight that a lot of those times my parents knew what was happening and ignored it. I don't think this guy's going to give us the same benefit of the doubt. There we go. Alright, the goal is that that Warden death score does not go up today. I can hear him. Doesn't seem to be aware of where I am. I know I'm more than 20 blocks away, so he can't shriek at me. Can't sonic boom at me. Hi. Watching you. I mean... Oh, that's funny. I shh, but it was too quiet for my mic to open the noise gate. There he goes. All right. Having no eyes is frightening. I know, right? There's something about human psychology where that's one of those things that can be wrong about something humanoid, human looking, that really creeps us out. And I wonder exactly what it is in our evolutionary history, because I understand why we freak out about things like spiders, why we see faces everywhere we look. I mean, those are legit evolutionary, those are survival skills right there. Because way back when we were primates, if you saw out of the corner of your eye a face in the bushes, but it turned out just to be the bushes looking like a face, but you freaked out about it, nothing bad happens. But if there's someone hiding in the bushes, a predator of some sort, and you didn't recognize it, then you die. But I don't know what it is about not having eyes that freaks us out. It's definitely something. And yeah, my Warden anger level is still at the maximum. So here's what I think I'm going to do. What if I toss some things out of my inventory so I have some room? I break the chest and run away. And then I come back and pick things up when he digs back down, because there should be 4 more minutes before things despawn. That's... Are you kidding? That summons it? Really? I just threw something out of my inventory, and that made a sound. I had no idea that would be the case. Not a clue. Well, I learned something today. You're living dangerously, son. Call me son one more time. I'm heading back to base and making my time. Are you giving me advice or saying that that's what you're gonna do? I can hear him. I guess I do have... No, I don't have any of the gray wool that I broke. Oh, he's very close. I'm too close. I'm holding a totem at least. Oh, and the music starts. Of course the music starts. He's that way. Okay. That was him diving back down, I think. Okay. Dude, there's... Dropping an item on the ground made a sound. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, that was you? I thought that was in game. Nice. So here's the thing. I've carefully tuned. I think I've done it right with all the sounds, but I've been tuning those sounds so that they play at approximately the volume that I hear them in game, so that they don't play like extra loud. And I'm like, oh, that's too loud to be in game. That's a noise alert, a sound alert. So, you know, like, they fool me. Okay, climbing up the ladder will certainly make a noise. Okay. But that was indeed creepy. Whether it was in game or the sound alert, that was super creepy. Ooh, is there something hiding in here, I wonder? No, I don't think so. All right. Seriously, that Skulk Shrieker is the worst. The absolute worst. What a snitch. See if I can find it. I want to neutralize it. I don't even know how long we've been in this ancient city. I didn't check the clock when we got here, but it's been at least an hour, I think. Just get stitches. Teach it a lesson. Exactly. There's one. I don't think I'm in the same area. Well, not, like, in the same general area. Yeah, I think it's off that way. West of here. Still, let's, we're here. Let's, neutralize this Shrieker. Gonna need to go back for more wool at this rate. Or, you know, harvest some of this gray stuff. There's a Shrieker up there. Oh man, I should have checked my distance sneaking score before the stream, so I could check it now. See just how much distance I've sneaked, just today. Where was it? I was trying to be clever and go on the ground level, but I don't think that worked. I've only lost where it is. Come on. Sneaky, sneaky. Gotta be sneaky. Yeah, I think I found a spot that's actually farther south. This is not it. Alright, we gotta find our way back to that chest and see if we can somehow open it without summoning that Warden again. And if this takes long enough, then the Warden anger level will go down, and that'll help, but... I mean, apparently dropping an item on the ground makes a noise, so that's awesome. I did not want that to count as a noise. Man, I'm craning my neck. I need to not do that. Here we go. 2 Shriekers right there. Hey, there's a chest up there, too. Okay. That one, I think, is a lot more doable. I mean, there's 3 Shriekers in view, but... Alright, let's remember that one, too. Take out an anvil and attach an enchantment to something. Teach that Warden a lesson. That's a good point, actually. I should have brought an anvil in my ender chest so I could actually use the Swift Sneak. Didn't think of that. Where was that stinky loot chest? The one that I was looking at. Well, we can go for that one at least. What made a noise? Alright, let's go for that one. How much wool do I have? These 8. I have these 8, unless I harvest some more from here. So I think I'm going to have to do that. I don't think this is going to get me up there. There's a Shrieker right there. There's the chest. Alright, let's grab some more wool. Grab some gray wool. I think I heard somewhere that you can also stop the Warden spawning if the light level is too high around where all this is happening, but I don't know if that is true or not. It seems like silly if it is. Should have brought shears. Basically, I'm learning right now that I should have brought a bunch of iron. I brought none amount of iron. Okay, but nothing struck. Okay. Now I have 24 wool. Okay. And nothing struck. All right, let's choose the best approach. There's another Shrieker right there. Okay, we're going to go up next to that Shrieker. Right here, I think, because I think that's a sensor. Next to a Shrieker. Awesome. Yup, it sure is. So is your vital zone to sneak up behind you and grab you. Why are you so... You're the worst. No. Why? I can respect that. Look at that. That's 2. Oh my... I don't have the wool for this. Hearing each other is my family's love language. Oh, that's awesome. respect that. Ah, come on, really? That's this is awful. I swear the game was like, okay, he's having it way too easy, so let's change it. Oh, server restarting in 5 minutes. All right, well, I'm not gonna end my stream then. We're just gonna have to be back. And that's the best I can do on that. Okay, I'm glad placing it on there doesn't set it off. Okay. Because I'm going to need more wool. So, off to over there. Ow. Alright, the server restarts really quick, though. So that'll only put us down for like a minute. She's here. Boo. Ah! Ah! You a little bit got your wish, Fantasy Animal Vegan. We're freaking out here, man. Oh my gosh. Shouldn't you be going to bed and not scaring me, your poor innocent husband? That was rude. I would never. Alright, I'm gonna just gather a bit more wool here. And then start pillaring up, and then we'll get the server reset. Or restart. Not a reset, that's a different thing, and we don't want that yet. Okay. Up there. That's where we're going. There's no rest for the wicked. Yeah. Apparently none for me either. uh, that was just an eerie noise, nothing to be worried about. Alright. See if we can get this loot chest before the server restart. Overshot. Okay, nothing up there. Good. Yeah, next time I do this, I'm going to bring shears. And just in case, let's do this. It can still go downwards. Hey! There's another one! Nice! And that one's right by... Okay. Swift Sneak 2, I'll take it. That's the mending. Okay, I'll take that. Mending is good. Other than that, though, there's nothing good. So we're going to break it. And I picked up some stuff I didn't want to pick up. 1 minute to server restart. Okay. I'm going to do a BRB and get a second beer, and then we're going to continue after this. Let's see, disconnect, and the server will be restarted, and let's see what else we can get. I still want to get a disc. Where is... There we go. BRB. Okay, I am back, and we'll wait 1 more minute for the server to restart. It'll be down right now, I think. And I'm going to go ahead and pour my next beer. All right. I think Burke has an auto relog script set up so that he can still AFK after the server restart. We'll find out. Yep. We'll do the Detour double IPA now. It's 11:01 now, so I think the server should be back up. Usually takes about 1 minute. Let's take down the the BRB and the booze cam and rename this. Let's see. Ancient City Dream 1. Done. All right, there we go. Refresh. There we go. Princess me renaming Boozinate. Let's log in and be on while we do the Boozinate. Okay. Boozinate. That's a nice cold one. There we go. Boom. All right, we did this one, and now we have this one. I gotta find where the other one went. All right, is there wool that I can land on if I fly?
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
If only. All right. Let's recover some of this wool. And get down. Don't think they're hearing the item plop sound, so that's good. And nicely timed, yes. Alright. Over here. I'd cackle if a piece of wool fell off a pillar and made a noise. I know, right? That would be. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, there's a shrieker right here. I don't like that because I can't isolate it. Not without breaking those things. So yeah, that's the worst. That continues to be the worst. Same with that one. This one though I can isolate, so that's good. Really? Warden emerges. Dang it. Okay, here we go. Wait till you see the one where I played a creeper sound. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he really, really got me. That was truly awful. Warden takes notice. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, he knows where I am. I'm gonna fly away. Blind. Okay. Warden rages. I don't like that. Okay. There's lava down there. Don't want to die in lava. Lava's bad and gay. Oh! Warden charges. No! He got me! Well, Kaylee was right. I made it a long time, though. Alright, 4063, nigga 16013. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. That was bad. Now, that was bad, okay? Alright. Need a couple of these. This one. one of these. Let's see, what else have I got here? All right. Thank you for the coordinates. Just in case, I also have them here. Yeah, that was super fast. And I thought I had gotten away from him, but I guess he really came after me. All right. It's over there. Now here's the question. Can I do this? Can I make him dead from up here? Or will he go away before my items despawn? Let's see, 4063, so, positive X. Let's see, okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense, because that's where the, city is, but... Warden whines, so I can hear the Warden. I can hear him from here. Can I see him? And of course, the creepy music is playing. Oh my gosh. Honestly, though, I think I did a good job. All right, I'm at 40-40. So it's that way. Positive X, positive Z. Where I died. No, you shut up. He's gonna put on your electric after you. No, don't put those thoughts in my head. It's late. I'm gonna be sleeping after this, maybe. Warden digs. He's gone. Okay. All right. I just need to not anger him, but he just dug himself away, so I can, in theory, safely go get my stuff. All right. It's on this X coordinate. About 30 meters ahead. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was something. Okay, see, the last time I did this, I wasn't really scared because the plan was to just duke it out, die a bunch, etc. This time, that was not the plan, so yes, this is terrifying. There's my stuff. There's a shrieker up there. We don't want to anger the shrieker. Ah, really? Okay. Is there a good way down? Words in theory resonate in Denver Pig 82's mind. Yep. Alright. Right around this shrieker. All I need to do is at least pick up the stuff so that it doesn't despawn. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm by a sensor, but not by a shrieker. That's good news. So I can do this safely. I still need my pants. What don't I want? Coal, I don't need the coal. Don't need that, jeez. Why do I have that? I do want the arrows. There we go. That's what I want. All right. Okay. It's nothing, just, you know, a week off of the end of my actual real life. That's it. Oh boy. All right, we had found a chest though. Right, I had been looking for somewhere safe that I could fly down, and it totally failed and went wrong. Let's... I don't really need the glow berries. Might be a good time to empty the inventory and come back down. Just thinking, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So north and to the west. That's the question. Where is... Like up here, I think. That's the question, though. How do I get back to my little alcove without dying? But good call. Very rude. I really wish I had an anvil and could use the swift sneak. I'd almost count that as a derp. If I did that on the second ancient city, that would totally be a derp. Okay, I can fly up there. And I can just walk regularly on the wool blocks. I assume I can do that even with Skulk Vein, but I don't know. So, oh boy. And I don't have my map mod won't show me the underground map. I think the mini map would, but I kind of draw the line at the world map. The mini map feels very cheaty to me. I know that's arbitrary, but all right, I need to go north. Yeah, I really thought I was far enough away from that warden, but I guess he followed me. Because that was brutal. Descent Max, welcome. Ooh, Minecraft. Yep. So a little bit of backstory here. I have I trolled my viewers a couple weeks ago saying that I would totally kill a warden in melee combat. I used specifically that language, did not say anything about whether or not I expected to die, because I totally did. Um, and so most of my viewers thought that I meant that I would do it without dying, even though I very specifically didn't say that. And sure enough, I died 36 times killing 2 wardens. One with melee and one with a rocket launcher. Now we're trying to do it quote-unquote right. So we've been sneaking through this ancient city that I found. And I just died to the warden. Did a really good job not summoning the guy, though. But then finally summoned him. Where is my little alcove? Is it up there? Let's grab our rockets. But yeah, my Warden death score is now 37. Yeah, I don't think it's up here. Okay, but that didn't alert a sensor, so that's good. That didn't trip a sensor. We got more skulk up here. So I set up a little base, but finding it is a little bit tricky unless I die. I already did that. Been there. Okay. Aha, here it is. Yay, found it. Hooray! Okay, so I can get more green wool. That's good. Do I have an empty shulker box? That one's got a lot of space in it. That one's full of my totems. Let's see. Yeah, I really should have brought... Let's just do this for now. I really should have brought an empty shulker box. But yeah, let's put away some of our loot. Let's see, we've got Swift Sneak 1. Mending is a good find. Swift Sneak, but not unique. Swift Sneak 2. That is hard to say, especially when I'm a very strong beer in. 2 of those. Power 3, meh. Swift Sneak 3, I think that's the maximum. Projectile Protection 4, I'm never going to use it. Echo Shards, I've got 6 of them. I think I need 8 for a Recovery Compass. In fact, let's do this. That's cool. Look at that. Little visual aid. Diamonds, glowberries, regular blank books. Disc fragments. I need 4 more, I think, to make the disc 5. Let's see. I've got a this guy and a this guy. That's a spare. Let's put away the shovel too. I'm not going to be using it. Okay. I never do this sort of thing unless I am prepared to lose all my gear. I don't want to lose my gear, but I am prepared to lose all my gear. I don't think I'm going to. But if it happens, I won't be like, you know, crying. All right, here we go. Here we go. There are at least a couple more loot chests that we've found, but we haven't been able to successfully open them without summoning the Warden, whom we have found is very rude. Freakers everywhere. Ah, dang it. Warden's gonna emerge. Because I still have... Yep, Warden emerges. We're out. I'm blind here. Okay, where is he? Missing the totems, yep. Okay, I hear him, and I think he's in front of me. Yeah, I guess the elytra whooshing does count as a sound that he can hear. So yeah, we're learning things here today too. Eerie noise. Warden steps, Warden heartbeats, Warden whines. As long as he doesn't take notice. That's when it went wrong. When he took notice. I'm not gonna eat. I can hear him faintly. Oh my gosh. We're outside of the range of the darkness effect, so that's good news. I want to be able to hear when he digs, because that's what we're waiting for. If I can see it, that's even better. Heartbeat, heartbeat. Oh, there he is. Okay, there he goes. Oh, You got me again. You got me again. Fantasy Animal Vegan, don't make me ban you. Oh my gosh, there's not even a ghast here. We're not in the nether. How did that get me? It's because I'm on such high alert. Oh my gosh. Fantasy 10, Bear Big 0. I mean, yes. You don't have to rub it in. Oh my gosh. The worst. The absolute worst. There's a shrieker. All right, but now I've completely lost all my bearings. Okay, yeah, we were looking at this one. Okay. Oh, I didn't grab any green wool. That's okay. I have some of this. Oh, I'm gonna summon the guy. Almost all of my clips are people jump scaring me to tears. I respect that. I really do. Alright, what if I can just neutralize these sensors? Yeah, except I can't, because I would have to also neutralize underneath it. Damn it! I swore on my stream. That's a first. You guys were here for the first time Dan swore on stream. Yeah, there's no way around it. We are going to Dagnammit. We are going to summon a warden doing this. So I think my previous plan is the one. Let's wait for this guy to dig back down. Let's go over there again and break the chest. Once again, wait for him to dig down and pick up the stuff. We've got the inventory space now. Okay, I want to know when he digs down, though, so we got to go back. That was barely a swear. I know, but still. It is a significant point because it means that it got to me. That was indeed barely a swear. Still, I would say family friendly, but it is a word that I was not trying to say. So, we have made history here tonight. Okay, we can hear. We don't have to see as long as we can hear. I couldn't keep the straight face. Alright, we got like 30 seconds left. Just waiting him out. Maybe if he thinks I'm a warden, I should have warden the warden head and gone. There he goes. We're 100% perfectly safe and nothing bad can happen now. Would have been hilarious if the warden bum rushed you while you were doing this. I was thinking about it. I was thinking, like, if this happens, it's just karma. Oh, and there goes the music. Oh, but where were we is the question. Like, okay, I panic, and then I fly away. Even if I wasn't blind, I'd be losing my bearings, but, you know, plus blind. So, I don't know where we were. Okay, I think we were up on this structure. Yeah, because we had these two guys. Alright, we're going to do that strategy. I'm going to plan the escape route first. Gotta be careful because I can't eat right now without setting the thing off, which means I do not have any regen. That Skulk isn't flammable. I know, right? But you watch, you set Skulk on fire if it was flammable, and it would totally start screaming. All right, we want to go that way. So, I'm going to stand here. Gonna break that, and then gonna fly that way. All right, here we go. It didn't. Really? It didn't. It didn't shriek? What? What? After all of that, it didn't shriek. What? What? He trolled you good. Yes, he did. What? I'm so mad right now. I'm actually mad that the Warden didn't come, because that means that my plan failed successfully. That's what just happened. All right, well, let's find our way back there real quick. We've got about 4.5 minutes before that stuff despawns, and I don't know what it is, and I would really like some more disc fragments. Wait. What? There is a Warden there, though. Did you see him? What are you doing here? Why is there... Okay, he digs. Okay, I must have summoned 2 Wardens before. Now you go back to pick up the stuff and it summons them. I know! That's exactly what's gonna happen. I think it's this mound right here. That or it's a mound on the other side. But yeah, I must have summoned 2 Wardens. Because that guy, he dug quick, so... Yeah, he wasn't summoned by that last... escapade. Alright, this isn't the one. It must be over there. Yeah, it's over there. It's sad that I'm actually kind of starting to learn my way around this city because I've been here so long. There's so much trauma. Alright, let's find our way. I think it's up here. Yep. This is it. Okay, there's the stuff. Worse. It's worse than summoning him. None of this is good. This is pure garbage. Oh. No wonder the Warden didn't come. He's like, oh, whatever. He can have it. It's nothing. He can have it. I don't even care. Alright. We know that there's at least one more chest that I haven't been able to successfully open. But I have no idea from here where it is. So, oh my gosh. Let's go up here and see if we spot it. Of course, there's creepy sounds in this music. Aha. Yes, this is the one, I believe. Over here, I think, is where we already broke a chest. No? Okay, this is a different one. All right. Well, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna have to do the same strategy here. Alright. So, coordinates. I'm gonna write them in chat. Looking at block 3941, negative 49, negative 15, 953. Alright. Okay. Plan the route again. Because I'm not counting on that happening twice. Look at that. Right there. Okay. So, yeah. Directly north, we're flying that way. And once again, I still cannot eat. That's a shriek. Alright. And I think we were just too far away to hear him emerging, so... And we are probably out of entity rendering range as well. Cues the creepy lullaby music and baby laughing. Like that, like the horror movie cliche, the trope. Alright, we're going to need to get closer so that we can monitor the Warden. Pro flying right there. Don't hear a Warden yet. Okay. Yes, I hear a Warden. Oh, that's a Warden's tendrils clicking. Okay. Freaking out, but can't stop watching Fantasy Animal Weekend. Putting you on the TV in the bedroom help my nightmares tonight. That's on you. I gotta go to sleep after this, man. That's on me. Firepower, welcome. Oh, are you here to enjoy my suffering as well? Okay, I can hear the Warden. I see the Warden. How far away is he? He hasn't taken notice. So there's that. And now I have to booze. Thank you, Princess Me. Here we go. My wife says I drink while I am terrified of the Warden. There we go. Surely that can only improve my reaction time and judgment around this guy. Alright, I can hear him, but I can't see him. But this means I can hear when he digs. Should be any second now. Did he dig? I don't hear him anymore. Warden's tendrils click. Okay. Heartbeats. Don't take notice. Don't take notice. Warden whines. Eerie noise. Warden steps. Oh my. Dig. Satan says, how's the looting going? I got all the easy ones. Now it's a waiting game with the Warden. See him. Oh, this is so terrifying. Dropping some frames too. That's interesting. I wonder if that's happening while the warden's here. I wonder if there's some something interesting with that. He's not digging. He should be digging by now. Let's see. 40 meters that way and 30 meters that way is the chest. He's gonna kill me again, isn't he? Hear him walking. Oh, please dig down. I broke a chest and I want to go and grab the stuff. Yeah, we've gotten it down to chests that I cannot open without summoning the warden. So instead, I'm breaking them, waiting for the warden to go away, and then picking up the loot. But that's not working right now, because he's not going away. Is he walking away from me? Is he out of hearing distance now? Warden's heartbeats. Okay. Dude. There's nothing here for you. Dig. Maybe I should have stood on the chest and picked up the stuff immediately and flown away. That's probably would have been smarter. He's digging. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Just run real fast. I'm sure it'll be fine, suspenses me. Yeah, that'll work great. All right, 3941 is right here. And towards positive Z, so 15953. Great. Need to get down from here. There we go. Okay. All right, and hopefully the stuff is still there. Oh, no. Carefully, slowly, stealthily, sneakily. All right, it's up here. All right, let's not shoot a crossbow bolt. That would be inadvisable. Oh, is all the stuff gone? Let's see, 39. The stuff has despawned. Oh, now I'm sad. It was right here. So whatever was there is no longer there. Ooh, we lost loot. That's the worst. Okay, yeah, next time we stand on the thing. I still think there's one more chest that we have seen but didn't get to open. There's also a chance that this is not the only ancient city in this deep dark. Schrodinger's chest. It is, and it isn't. Actually, that's an interesting point, Satan, because literally every chest is the contents, the loot, is Schrodinger's loot. It is not generated until you look, so it could literally be anything from its loot table until you open the chest, and then it's set. So that's actually accurate. there anything under here? Like a dark oak log. That's awesome. I mean, cool. I don't need or want that. All right, I think we should go. I'm gonna sneak back around where to the north. To the north is where let's pillar up with wool and see if we can spot anything. That's what we should do. But yeah, I think after this, considering that we've been we've been in this ancient city for 2 hours. But I think that's gonna be the stream after we check this. But we are going to have kind of a half stream weekend next weekend. So this coming Saturday, let me go ahead and there's gravel up there. That's awesome. I don't want to trigger that. Let me pull up Discord because that's got we don't have the graphic ready or anything of that yet. It's pretty haphazard, but it will be fun. So let's see. Yeah, a lot of people are doing vacations right now, so coordinating it is difficult, but it looks like Saturday, July 2nd, we'll have Twiglet in the morning, followed by Supreme Doom, and then Pro Kitman, and then Burke, and then me, and then Shipwreck, and then finally Lena did it. So Supreme Doom is working on a graphic, so be sure to take a look at the Twitter. Let me... yeah, follow FirstCraft on Twitter. I'm going to do a command. Yeah, go to that link tree, and if you're not following FirstCraft on Twitter, definitely do so. And we're going to have a stream day. And then a week later, we are tentatively planning on actually having Shipwreck's murder trial. I'm looking for a chest. I'm not seeing anything from here. But yeah, the courthouse is a couple details need to be fleshed out, but it's essentially done. It's ready to be used, and we're going to be putting together a jury and putting Shipwreck on trial for the murder that we watch at the beginning of every one of both mine and his streams. Is that polished basalt? Yeah, it is. And so that should be interesting. I think Twiglet wants to make a YouTube video of it, so he's going to be recording the shenanigans that ensue, and expect drama and chaos. That's going to be fun, and that'll be a week after that stream weekend, so don't miss that. But I think it's time to find our way back to our little alcove and go over our loot again, because I can't honestly trust my memory on whether or not there's another chest here or not, or if we actually found it. Because all the retreats from the Warden have really messed with my sense of direction in here. I have completely lost my bearings on that. So yeah, that's a thing. Let's go through here. And down this, and we're still sneaking. So I'm going to keep looking between streams for stuff while I also work on my base some more and work on the final touches. Basically, I have a little bit I need to do to for decoration in the jury deliberation room. And that is essentially it for the courthouse. A little bit of extra terraforming I'd like to do if there's time, and I think there will be. But that is not necessary. And so yeah, I expect that. And I know, let's see, Fantasy Animal Vegan has been here. He is in the Clickwell community, and I will probably also make, I'm going to at least try to make an appearance on the launch of their Season 3 server, which is the same day. So, I mean, come watch us, but also go watch them. I'm going to shout him out. You stream too, don't you, Fantasy Animal Vegan? I don't think I've actually been to one of yours. But yeah. Had so much fun tonight. I'm glad you did. I did too. Even though I died, I was legitimately trying to not die. Mostly so I could prove Kaylee wrong. But yeah, this was fun. I did it my way, and now I did it the quote-unquote right way. And this is a really cool challenge. Like, yes, I'm upset about the fireflies. Yes, I wonder how did they add the mangrove swamps? Did a swamp update without adding the muddy pig or swamp villages? But what they have added is incredible. This is great. We got music to send us off. Oh, jeez. And I'm still nervous. I'm still like, don't let go of shift, don't let go of shift. And I know there's the toggle, there's the crouch toggle, but I don't want to do that because even if there's an indicator or something, I like the tactile feedback, knowing that I am crouching, and I know I'm crouching because my left pinky, because I'm not crazy like Mumbo, I'm crazy different, is aching. So let's swim up that, maybe. Okay, the splash did that. Splashing in the water did that. Okay, we're at the north end of the city, but I think we also need to be on the east corner, the northeast corner. We're gonna find our way back to our little alcove and look at our loot before we end. That's gonna be the final act here. But yeah, this we barely looked at this deep dark. I didn't think we would find a city right off, but we flew down in there and immediately saw the city and went for it. But there's a whole lot more deep dark. Basically, under this entire mountain and a little bit outside of it is deep dark. So it's around there. Yep. So there's a decent chance of another city. But if I can find enough of the oh, diamonds. Uh-oh. I dare? Yes, I dare. If I can find enough of the disc fragments, I will craft that on stream and listen to it on stream. No! That was foolish. Warden emerges. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, I'm out of range. Oh my gosh. Alright, here's where we're gonna end it. Greed. What did you tell me, Fantasy Animal Vegan? Greed kills. But not today, because I'm safe. Alright. Warden takes notice. Takes notice angrily. Okay, is he gonna try to kill me? Can he kill me? Warden roars. Oh, I'm in trouble. He hurts. Okay. See, here's the question. Does he have an angle that's less than 20 blocks? I think if I see the darkness effect, then I'm in danger. I think that's it. But yeah, we're gonna look. Is anyone I know online? I don't think anyone is. Oh, Lammy Pie is online. Let's raid her. She's great. She is a lot of fun and super nice. So I'm gonna raid her. And here's the raid message. I tried an experiment of making my emotes follower only, or follower emotes, so that everyone can use them, but sadly that means you can't use them in other people's streams. No problem, Firepower. Thank you for being here, and you also have a great night. I'm gonna shout you out too, because Firepower is great. Yeah, if you haven't watched Firepower, he is also super nice. I don't get to be in his streams nearly as often as I'd like. But yeah, we're gonna raid Lammy Pie, and I will be back on Wednesday with I don't know what yet. It's whatever Wednesday, and who knows, maybe I'll do a bonus stream this week. We'll see. And then on Saturday, our stream day. All right, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!